You know, for so many of Australia's most successful families, the biggest challenge isn't actually creating wealth, it's making sure it lasts for the next generation and the one after that. So today, we're going to look at one of the most powerful tools for doing just that, the family charter. Honestly, it's a concept that could completely change how your family secures its future.
This old proverb just frames the whole discussion perfectly, doesn't it? It's not really about what we've built for ourselves. It's about our duty as custodians for the people who are going to come after us. And that idea, that sense of legacy, is right at the heart of why a family charter is so incredibly important. And look, the scale of this responsibility right here in Australia is just staggering. Over the next couple of decades, we're talking about an estimated $3.5 trillion in assets being passed down. This isn't some far-off problem. This is the great wealth transfer, and believe me, it is happening right now.
But that transfer comes with a massive risk. It's a well-known saying for a reason: shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. The stats show it's incredibly tough for a family business, and the wealth that goes with it, to survive past that 3rd generation. Without a solid plan, even the biggest fortunes can just unravel. So the real question is, how do you beat those odds?
Well, for many, the answer is the family charter. Now, don't think of it as some rigid, stuffy rulebook. It's more like a compass, a shared guide that helps the whole family navigate those really complex decisions and stay on course year after year and generation after generation.
So what is it really? Well, at its core, a family charter is a framework that pretty much captures the family's soul. It's where you define your collective values, your big picture vision for the future, and the principles that govern how the family and the business interact. It's all about getting everyone onto the same page. And here's a really crucial distinction. You might already have a shareholder agreement, right? That's a legally binding document that governs the business. A family charter is different. It's emotionally binding. Its power doesn't come from a courtroom, it comes from the shared respect, the trust, and the deep commitment of the family members themselves. It guides the family.
And just think about what that means in the real world. For the families that have one, it's not just some bit of paper filed away. They call it their Bible, or the rules of the game. I mean, how powerful is that? It becomes the central text that truly guides how they act, the decisions they make, and how they relate to each other.
So, what does having one of these actually achieve? Let's dive into the 5 key benefits that can make a charter your family's single most valuable asset, maybe worth even more than the numbers in the bank account.
As you can see, the benefits are huge. It's not just about bringing clarity to the business, it's about making the family unit itself stronger. I mean, take fosters relationships. The actual process of creating a charter gives everyone a safe space to have those difficult but necessary conversations. And support for leaders? That's massive. It makes sure whoever's in charge feels backed by a unified family, not constantly pulled apart by division. Okay, the benefits are pretty clear, but how do you actually go about creating one? Let's take a look at the blueprint, what goes into a charter, and what the process of building one really involves. A really good charter covers a lot of ground, from that big picture vision right down to the nitty-gritty details. You're setting up the rules of engagement. You know, things like employment policies for family members who want to join the business, and, this is a big one, how you're going to resolve conflicts before they blow up. It also sorts out governance, like setting up a family council, to make sure decisions are fair and transparent.
Now, you might think the whole point of this is the final document, but honestly, the real magic is in the process. This isn't something that's just handed down from the top. It's a journey. It involves deep conversations, private one-on-one meetings, and workshops where every single family member gets to have their say. That collaborative effort is what builds the trust and the emotional buy-in that you need to make the charter work.
And the work doesn't just stop once the charter is signed. It's absolutely a living document. As the family grows, as new partners join, as the business itself changes, the charter has to be reviewed and updated with it. It's an ongoing conversation, not a one-time fix. So we end up right back where we started, with this idea of legacy. The great wealth transfer is a huge opportunity, but it's also a serious risk. A family charter gives you the framework to navigate it, and to do it well. It kicks off the most important conversation your family can possibly have, which, when you boil it all down, comes back to this one simple, powerful question. What will your family's legacy be?